So for self-defense Saturday, we're going to continue with the elbow strikes because I firmly believe that the elbow is your best weapon as far as your own body goes for use in self-defense situations. It is just hard to beat because it's readily available. You don't have to pick one foot up off the ground. You can hit hard with it. It's already a hard, sharp part of your body. So I don't see why you would want to deviate from that unless you're forced to. So let's get Bob turned here a little bit. Turn around here, Mr. Robert. There we go. So we covered the forward elbow last time and how to set your feet, gear up so you can get leverage into your strike. So we're going to move away from the forward strike and we're going to talk about some other angles for striking with the elbow. If you are attacked, and it doesn't matter if you're attacked from the front or you're attacked from the side, and I'm going to show this from two different angles, maybe three. If you're attacked from the side, the first thing, as I said in the first video, that you have to be prepared for is getting thrown off balance. If you don't set your feet and establish some kind of balance, you're not going to be able to return strike and defend with any real purpose. So, as this person comes in, there are a multitude of ways you can set your balance depending on what kind of attack is coming at you. If you are grabbed and pulled, you want to actually go with that. Don't fight it, especially if you're a smaller, weaker person, weaker than the attacker. You want to go with it, but you want to get low. So when you do that, they're pulling you to them. As you get low, set your balance. You want the shoulder to recoil away. Now, that's going to do a lot of things. First of all, to the person that's pulling you, it's going to seem like you're pulling to get away because your upper body is doing this. But at the same time, your lower body, and you can see the mass of the body, is actually going to the opponent, to the attacker. So as you recoil, the shoulders reach with your hand in the opposite direction from the attacker, here. Now what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to spring and throw that side elbow. Then you can actually throw it with power. Now let me say this about striking. There will be times when you have to defend yourself and make short, quick strikes. So you may have to do that and not have any real power behind it. That is acceptable in situations where you have to. But be prepared to strike continuously after that. Don't throw one strike and stop. If you're able to set your feet, recoil, and really drive the point of that elbow into that attacker, that may be enough to create stoppage, or at least give you enough of a time lapse that you can flee. And that's really what we want to do. Once this person is injured, you want to have enough time that you can actually get away. That does not have to be 30 or 40 seconds. You need 3 or 4 seconds to be able to get out of where you're at. Whether that's in a car, whether that's in a house, just get out of the door. Get away so you can get help. You don't have to stay and fight this attacker. Staying and fighting puts you in increasingly greater and greater danger. Because the more you fight, you could be potentially motivating that attacker to come at you even more. So, showing the same attack from the front, okay? If the person comes in and pulls you and is doing this type of motion, it is real easy to come toward the attacker with the lower body, turn the shoulders in a recoil motion, and throw that same side strike, side elbow strike. Now, you want to train this. Don't just watch this video and think you know how to throw one. You want to train this so that you're not hitting with the back of the tricep. You do not want to hit here. You want to hit here with the point, this way, driving through the head. Not a glancing blow like this, but through. And that is something you have to practice the angle on. Now, one of the questions that's always asked of me in self-defense classes, what if you are attacked from behind? First of all, there are literally tens of thousands of hypothetical situations you can find yourself in. And you can't scenario all of them. You have to have a general idea of what striking is like and how to get into position for that striking. Usually, if you are attacked from behind, it's going to be one of two ways. It is either going to be the classic bear hug, or it's going to be grabbing you by the shoulders and pulling you. Now, I will say this. If you are the victim of a surprise attack, you cannot prepare for a surprise attack. So don't get in your mind that there's some kind of magic formula that's just going to make you safe because you took some self-defense classes or learned how to throw an elbow. That's not accurate. You have to prepare mentally and emotionally and psychologically for any scenario. So if you are attacked from behind by surprise and pulled, you are going to lose your balance. That's fine. Falling is natural. It's called gravity. But once you fall, don't be in a rush to just pop back up. If you're on the ground, you want to get your feet under you as you come up covered. Then set your feet and your shoulders so that you can throw whatever attack you want to. Side, forward, or from behind. Now, if you are pulled from behind, this is a very simple answer. You need to feel where are those hands at. If the hands are where they would normally be, typically up on the shoulders this way from behind, then you're going to take your striking side, whichever one is your best striking side, reach that hand forward. What you're doing is you're creating space, which allows you to create momentum. Take your other hand and push as you drive. Twist first, and drive that elbow in a straight line in the back. You want that elbow to be here, not here. So straight line attacks. And again, that takes practice. So, what I hope you have gained from this lesson, create balance, create a way to make power. You've got to strike with purpose, with real fierceness. Learn how to do that. Practice your skill set.